Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. I'm just sitting on my floor right now, as one does. I have my coffee, it's lukewarm at best, but that's just the vibe for today. I feel like we haven't had a proper chat in a while, you know? It's always go, 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 do this, do that, and I feel like you guys don't really know me. You know what I mean? It's like we're friends, but we're friends who haven't had the deep late night talk yet, where we share all our weird secrets and stuff. So I was thinking, today I'm just gonna sit here and tell you 10 things about me. Just random facts, nothing too crazy, maybe a little crazy, we'll see how it goes. Some are weird, well, they're all probably a little weird, let's be honest. I feel like this is kind of like a trust fall, you know? I'm trusting you with this information, and I'm hoping you don't think I'm a complete freak by the end of it. Or maybe you will, and that's okay too. I've accepted it. And because this is like a two-way street, this friendship that we have, I want you to do the same thing. As you're watching, or after, or whenever the inspiration strikes, go down to the comments and tell me a fun fact about you. It could be anything. Do you hate a certain food everyone loves? Do you have a weirdly flexible thumb? I don't know, literally anything. I genuinely want to read them. It'll be like our own little secret sharing session. Okay, let's just get into it before I overthink this for another 10 minutes. Okay, so fact number 1, my favorite hobby is, wait for it, collecting vintage postcards. I know, it sounds like something your grandma would do, and honestly, maybe that's why I love it. There's just something so cool about holding a piece of paper that someone, 100 years ago, wrote on. They were on vacation in, Atlantic City, and they're writing to their cousin Mildred about the weather. It's like a tiny, tangible piece of a stranger's life. I have this whole box of them, and sometimes I just, sit on the floor and read them and try to imagine who these people were. It started when I was in this random antique shop. I was probably 16, and I found this one postcard from the 1940s. It had this super faded picture of a motel on the front, and on the back, someone just wrote, "Having a wonderful time. The water is cold. See you Tuesday." And for some reason, that just hit me. It's so simple, but it's a whole story. Now I'm always on the lookout. I'll go to flea markets and antique stores just to dig through dusty boxes. It's my weird little treasure hunt, and I'm obsessed. Alright, fact number 2 is about a unique skill I have. And when I say unique, I mean uniquely useless. This will never help me in a job interview. It will never save my life. It's just a thing I can do. I can perfectly, and I mean mimic the sound of a squeaky door hinge. I don't know how or why this ability was bestowed upon me, but here we are. It's this super high-pitched, grating sound that I can just produce from the back of my throat. It's genuinely unsettling. I think I learned it when I was a kid. My childhood bedroom door was the squeakiest thing on the planet, and you could hear it from anywhere in the house. So whenever my parents were trying to get me to go to sleep, I'd hear that squeak and know one of them was coming to check on me. I guess I just started mimicking it to be annoying, as kids do, and it just stuck. Now, it's my go-to party trick, when I've run out of interesting things to say, which happens more often than I'd like to admit. It's my burden to bear. Okay, fact number 3. Let's talk about food. My favorite food of all time, the one thing I could eat forever and never get tired of, is pickles. Just straight up pickles, out of the jar. Specifically, dill pickles. The crunchier and more garlicky, the better. I know some people are disgusted by pickles, and I don't get it. They're the perfect snack. They're salty, they're crunchy, they're refreshing. What's not to love? I will literally drink the pickle juice from the jar, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. It's delicious. There's this one memory I have from when I was little. I was at my grandpa's house, and I was being super fussy and didn't want to eat anything for lunch. My grandpa, who was the best, just went to the fridge, pulled out this giant jar of pickles, and handed one to me. He was like, "Here, try this." and I took a bite, and it was like a revelation. My whole world changed. Ever since then, it's been my ultimate comfort food. If I'm having a bad day, a pickle will not solve my problems, but it will make me feel about 5% better, and that's something. Fact number 4 is a place I desperately want to visit. I have a whole list, obviously, but the number 1 spot right now is Tokyo, Japan. I am, obsessed with the idea of it. It just seems like a completely different world. I've watched so many vlogs and documentaries, and the city looks like it's from the future, but also has all this incredible history. You can be in this super crowded, neon-lit area like Shibuya Crossing, and then you can walk 10 minutes and be in a quiet, peaceful temple. That contrast is so fascinating to me. And the food! Oh my god. I want to just eat my way through the entire city. I want to have real ramen from a tiny little shop. I want to try all the weird and amazing snacks at the convenience stores. I want to go to the fish market at 5 in the morning. I just feel like it would be such a sensory overload in the best way possible. I'm drawn to the energy of it, the fashion, the art, everything. I'm saving up for it, and one day, I'm just gonna book the ticket and go. It's gonna happen. Alright, number 5. My biggest fear. This is kind of embarrassing because it's so, irrational. My biggest fear is moths. Not spiders, not snakes, not heights. Moths. The big, dusty, clumsy ones. I can't explain the visceral reaction I have when one is in the room. It's like my whole body just short circuits. I think it's their erratic flying pattern. You can't predict where they're gonna go. A spider just sits there, you know? A moth is just flinging its dusty body at your face with no warning. I will literally run out of a room, screaming. I've abandoned ship mid-shower because a moth got in. It's pathetic, honestly. I know they can't hurt me. I know they're just fuzzy little guys trying to find a lamp, but my brain does not care. My brain says, that is a monster, and it is coming for you. It's a primal fear. So if you ever want to see me have a complete and total meltdown, just, introduce a moth into the situation, but please don't. That would be mean. Fact number 6 is a weird habit I have. I have a lot of weird habits, but this is one I do constantly without even realizing it. I smell books. Whenever I get a new book, or even when I'm just in a bookstore, the first thing I do is open it up and take a big sniff. Old books are the best. They have that dusty, vanilla-y, sweet decay smell. But new books are great too. They smell like fresh paper and ink and potential, It's just such a specific and comforting smell. I think it started because my mom used to read to me all the time when I was a kid, and I just associate the smell of books with that cozy, safe feeling. It's a total sensory memory thing. People definitely give me weird looks in Barnes & Noble when I'm just standing there with my nose in a copy of whatever. But I can't help it. It's part of the experience of reading for me. If a book doesn't have a good smell, I'm slightly less excited to read it. It's a problem, probably. Okay, fact number 7. This one is a little more serious, I guess. My proudest achievement. A few years ago, I was totally terrified of public speaking. Full-on shaking, sweating, voice cracking, about to pass out terrified. I would avoid it at all costs. In school, I would actually take a lower grade on a project, rather than present it in front of the class. It was really holding me back. I knew it was something I had to get over, but honestly, I had no idea how. So, I did this thing that was the scariest thing I could possibly imagine at the time. I signed up for an open mic night at a local coffee shop, not to sing or do comedy or anything, but just to read a short story I had written. I practiced it in my room 100 times, and on the night I almost bailed. But I forced myself to go up there, and my voice was so shaky, and I'm pretty sure I was bright red, but I did it. I read the whole thing, and people clapped. It wasn't about the applause, it was just the fact that I faced this massive fear and survived. I'm still not a great public speaker, but I know I can do it now. And yeah, that feels huge. Fact number 8. A celebrity I would love to meet. This is an easy one for me, but it might be kind of random. I would love to meet Larry David. I am obsessed with him. I've watched all of Seinfeld, all of Curb Your Enthusiasm, like multiple times. I just think he is a genius. He has this ability to notice the tiniest, most insignificant, awkward social rules and situations that we all experience but never talk about, and he just blows them up into these insane, hilarious scenarios. He's just so unapologetically himself. He doesn't care about being polite if he thinks something is stupid. He just says what he's thinking, and while that gets him into a lot of trouble on the show, there's something so freeing about that. I feel like a conversation with him would be the most awkward and also the most interesting conversation of my entire life. I wouldn't even know what to say. I'd probably just stand there and be like, pretty good, and then cringe myself into another dimension. But it would be worth it. Number 9, my favorite TV show. This is hard because I love so many, but if I had to pick one show to watch for the rest of my life, it would probably be The Office, the US version. I know, it's such a basic answer, but it's popular for a reason. It's my ultimate comfort show. I've seen every episode so many times I can literally quote entire scenes from memory. It doesn't matter what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm happy, sad, stressed, whatever, I can put on The Office, and it just feels like coming home. I think what I love most about it is the characters. They're all so flawed and ridiculous, but you end up really genuinely caring about them. It's so funny, obviously, but it also has so much heart. The whole Jim and Pam storyline, I mean, come on, it's a masterpiece. It's just one of those shows that feels like a warm blanket. It's familiar, it's hilarious, and it never fails to make me feel better. It's just a perfect show. No notes. Okay, we've made it. Fact number 10, the final fact. This is something that I think most people definitely do not know about me. I am weirdly good at untangling things, like necklaces, headphones, Christmas lights, you name it. If it's a tangled mess, I'm your girl. It's so strange because I'm not a very patient person in most areas of my life. I get bored easily, I have a short attention span. But when I'm faced with a knot, something just like switches in my brain. I can sit there for like an hour just methodically and patiently working through a tiny, impossible knot in a necklace chain. It's like a puzzle. It's super meditative for me. I get into this total zone where the rest of the world just disappears, and it's just me and the knot. And the feeling of satisfaction when it finally comes loose? Unmatched. It's the best feeling in the world. So, yeah, I'm a professional detangler. Add it to my resume, right under squeaky door noises. And that's it. That's 10 facts. Wow, I feel strangely exposed, you know? Like I just read you a page from my diary. You guys now know about my love for pickles and my irrational fear of dusty insects. Please don't use this information against me. I'm trusting you. This was actually really fun though. It feels good to just talk and not have a specific plan. I feel like we're closer now. We've leveled up our friendship. We're past the small talk phase, for sure, which is cool. I like that. Thank you guys so much for watching, for just hanging out with me on my floor while I ramble about my weird habits. I really do appreciate it more than you know. If you liked this video, or if you just feel bad for me after hearing all that, feel free to give it a like and maybe subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more of whatever this is. It would mean a lot. And don't forget, this is a two-way street, so now it's your turn. I genuinely want to get to know you guys better too, so please go down to the comments and leave a fun fact about yourself. The weirder, the better. I'm going to spend way too much time later tonight just reading all of them with a jar of pickles. It'll be a whole vibe. Okay, I think that's all I have to say. I'm gonna go now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.